Well, we're getting ready to load up this morning and head out. That's going to be a chore. But I thought I'd explain how this water tender's been working. Um, got the everything fused. This is a 12-volt circuit that goes in and runs all of the 12-volt light bulbs, LEDs. So it just unplugs right here, and then that circuit right there unplugs. That's the pump, and then that fuse there is for the solar. So when I put the thing away, I pull the fuse for the solar, put it in that little bag, pull the fuse on the battery to the charge controller, and coil the hose up and stick it in the box. And it looks like in 3 days we've used less than half a tank of water. So I hook that hose onto that bottom valve and drain it. And I've got D-rings on all 4 sides so we can strap it down when it gets moved. So I need to empty it before we slide it off the pickup truck and leave it at a neighbor's. And the drill auger has got to go in the back of the truck on the way home. So it's worked pretty good. I've got the hose and the extension cord long enough that I can park the water tank wherever it needs to be, within 25 feet. And that should work pretty good. The plan is to leave this at the neighbor's and pull it up onto the quad trailer and park the quad trailer here when we're here. And we'll also put the quad on the quad trailer. So there's nothing like using a quad for doing fencing. It's just so handy when you're running from one end to the other, stretching string on any kind of acreage at all. It saves so much time packing tools around and laying out all of your parts that you need. And then when it comes time to stretching the wire, now a 4-wheel drive pickup truck with an automatic transmission works really good for stretching fence. But so does a quad with a winch on it. You sit there and just tap that winch until you get the tension just right. And that helps a lot. So the next step, T-posts, fencing. So all I'll need is this guy and my quad and be here for a few days. And some neighbor kids came by and looking for work. And I talked to their dad. And he says, I've got $10,000 worth of solar equipment sitting here. Don't have a clue what I'm doing. And I said, I'll make a deal with you. You watch my place, and I'll help you install your solar. Well, he's got a big tower up over his house with cameras that shoot around this whole valley. He says, I'll just aim a camera at your place, and if there's a problem, I'll give you a call. So that's pretty nice. I don't think there's going to be a problem. Anyway, we're going to head out real slow, take our time. It's a heavy, heavy load. And I think what I'm going to do is one of these trips is I'll actually bring the tracks up here without the tractor, and I'll dump the tracks off here by the shed. Nobody's going to be packing those off, that's for sure. And then when I bring the tractor next time, for sure, if I'm up here when it's wet, the tracks are going to help an awful lot. Right now, if I do any more dozing, I could brush the whole thing before I leave and have a house-sized pile of sagebrush, but the wind's going to kick up and it's just going to be disastrous and really make the property unlivable until it rains again. So it's just the wrong time of year to do that. So I've done just the bare minimum of moving sagebrush out of the way to do what I need to do to get the fence in. That's it. I didn't even move the cat 10 feet more than I needed to because it just tears the grass up And then the wind gets to blowing and it's not fun. So we're learning as we go. This little unit has worked really well. I take my showers right here. Carol takes them right about there. That's 105 degrees. That's 114 degrees. It just lights off and works every time. Of course, we've only put, 3 days use on it, but it's really made the difference for washing dishes and being able to get clean. I took 2 showers yesterday. I mean, why not? You can. It's right here and we have plenty of water. And for now, the portable loo works good. And this is a 2-person shower, and it's lit really well. And it makes the difference. But to be honest with you, if you come out here in the evening when it starts to cool off and the wind's blowing through these cracks, it's blowing hard enough that the stream comes out and then it turns and goes this way. So I meant to bring some bats. We have them made. I'm just going to staple some bats. It's actually lath strips, cedar lath strips around this whole thing. And we're also going to put in a Lexan roof panels here, translucent roof panels on the top, so the light can come in but the wind stays out. So you can see what I mean here. It's just the tractor work just going to make just loose duff everywhere. And even when it's blowing, it's not bad. It's heavy enough, even a 20-mile-an-hour wind, it stays down. But if you walk at all or drive on it, it just lifts up in the air and it goes everywhere. So I wouldn't want to do any more brushing this time of year for sure. So I've got just, maybe 12 piles like that, building the driveway going in and doing the fence lines. So the brush rake is really working well. All right, that's it. We'll see you next time. Have a blessed day.